And welcome back to another episode of Hit or Glitch, Edge of Creation. There are a lot of wheels turning. Things are starting to come to light.
Teammates
Maybe.
are getting irritated at each other.
There's a lot of theories being thrown back and forth. And the one thing for certain is that there's something dangerous about to happen. And been happening. Actually, yes. Not about to happen, currently happening. But will it be discovered before it's too late?
I'm going to get as much rest in before nightfall as I can.
Alright.
Yep.
I meet up with you in private.
You gonna
have
get
Siku before nightfall and tell you that what the guy said, that there are other victims. People are disappearing around town, and more information is probably going to be found in the lower district. So I'm thinking about going there either tonight or tomorrow. Whether you guys tag along.
Do you get the bow on your way back?
I was going to get a crossbow.
Yeah, you can find a crossbow.
They're cost 3. I have 3 dots. So
Yeah, so it's gonna set you back for a bit, but you can afford it. Now that you've made some money. But you're not gonna be able to make another resource 3 purchase for a bit.
I can do it. Well, no, I like the crossbow. I could get a longbow, but I like the crossbow better.
Yeah.
Stylistically.
The crossbows are pretty good, except for the fact that you can't do multi attacks with them.
Yeah. Well, I don't have the dice pool for it anyway.
Well, really the only way you can do multi attacks is with a charm. I don't know that you. Well, I think you can flurry attacks.
Yeah, to reload and fire, you have to do a flurry.
Okay.
In the same turn. So not even like multi-attack. But I got it more for...
There's charms for that too.
Yeah, I know. I have none of those.
Yep.
Yeah, so... no, I got it just because I needed an option.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have a lot of archery anyway, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel bad getting it. And I'm telling myself I'll use it for hunting. Well, that's why I'm getting it. I'm getting something to hunt with.
Yeah.
Is what I'm doing. I'm not buying a weapon. I'm not buying an instrument of war.
After all, you're just hunting beasts.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And if you still don't like it, you know somebody you could gift it to.
Yes, Siku.
Siku doesn't want it.
Oh yeah, and then it's a matter of me getting back essence. Bonfire takes 2 hours to go away, right?
I know it takes a while. If you went up to that level.
Why? You're not a bad bonfire stage.
I'm about to be if it doesn't, depending on how long it takes. And basically, I want to get to the step just below where I'm a beacon shooting up into the sky.
Oh, right.
Oh, right. Well, that might be interesting.
You gotta wait till you get home to rest first, or?
For a little while, yeah.
Okay.
Because I need to commit some stuff.
Once before.
Because if you do it now, nobody's gonna be able to help you. Really. It's your.
You're in the middle of a city, and you're not that far away from literally one of the centers of the wild hunt.
Yeah, I know. Which is why I want to be careful with this. But I can be in my house and not see anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And basically just hang out in my house until the thing goes away. I'm committing the essence. So the effect will stay. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
And I can regain essence even though it's committed. Up until the point at which I've committed that essence.
Yeah. Okay.
It takes about an hour for the anima to vanish from its full brilliance, 15 minutes to recede from bonfire to burning, the same length to go from burning to glowing, and then about half an hour until the glowing anima dims and vanishes.
So an hour.
Because over this period, I need to commit 19 essence. Well, no. 12.
It's at okay. So you're gonna get that much if you're burning it all at once, and it takes 20 to get bonfire iconic. It's 5 to get to dim, 5 to glowing, 5 to burning, 5 to bonfire / iconic.
Burning bonfire iconic is pillar beam, right?
What's the bright power coil off body rise in the air? Anything subjected to the enema may become warm to the touch afterwards, or take on the faint scent of summer afternoon. Stealth becomes impossible. So at burning, you're gonna be a fine enough light. Bonfire iconic is the one that's visible from miles, kind of thing.
Okay. So that's 5, and that's 10, basically.
Well, I think it's 5 just to get to here. Yeah, each of these is.
Well, that's the default level.
Oh, master. Okay. Never mind. You're right.
So I'd be going here.
So 15, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
If you've spent 12, you go to burning.
Okay.
Oh, and just so you guys know, for 1 mote, you can make your cast marker appear, and or know exactly the time of day, no matter whether you're in underground, in the wild, beyond creation.
So, since I gave him the uniform and sword, I've just been resting. How long has that been?
It's been several hours. Well,
3?
sure. I mean, since you've last spent essence, yeah, because you don't have to completely rest to get that essence back.
Okay.
It hasn't been that long since him and I left.
No,
Maybe
but
an
I
hour.
mean, the last time you spent essence was when he caught you.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah.
Okay. Well, 2 hours. Basically, the time it takes my cast marks and everything to fade, I will have regained my essence to its available maximum.
Oh, you spent the essence right now?
Yeah, basically, as
while
soon
you
as I get
said-
home, I know shit's gonna go down tonight. So I basically go to my room.
Before you do, I'm like, I need to talk to you.
Okay. Well, I can spend it in front of you.
Yeah.
Just make sure to close the window.
Yeah. So we go to your room. It's like, yeah, I tell you the information I found about the lower district and people disappearing and everything. And I'm gonna go researching it, and then you start spending stuff. It's like, or not. I guess I'll wait.
You can go.
You're putting up the booby trap, right, to capture whoever's going after you think solars.
No. Well, I'm spending a chunk of essence, and that might draw whatever it is out.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm committing my sensory stuff. So they each cost 6 and a willpower.
So why do you think something's going on tonight? If you're not the one causing it.
Because the attacks tend to be very close together.
Okay.
We were gone like 6 days, and they had like 2 or 3 attacks. We've been back in the city. This will make the second night.
Mm-hmm.
Chances are something's happening tonight.
Okay.
And it's not an accident that when we first got into town, like the very next day, shit happened. In my mind.
Okay. You guys are the center of the universe.
Okay.
So,
I'll be letting Silva know that he's gonna.
but this commitment's indefinite, so even if nothing happens tonight, so long as I have the essence committed, I have the abilities.
And you can regain your willpower.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Silva tonight to patrol the skies and look out for a bird. Otherwise, I told him he can go hunt around as long as he stays away from the city and out of sight. I watch him do this, see his animal banner, and go.
It doesn't
It
until you
almost
get.
fits.
Did you get to iconic?
No.
Okay, well then it doesn't show your animal banner until you get to iconic.
It just makes him all glowy.
Yes, you start. You cast mark shows up. then you start doing the Super Saiyan, you know, or you're gathering energy. And then at Iconic, it does a full flare, and you see not only the glowing light and everything, but your anima will, anytime you spend essence, your anima will show up.
So right now he's just at Super Saiyan.
Yeah, he's just powering up Super Saiyan.
His hair's floating in the air and turning gold.
It is gold. A little blonde.
Close enough already.
Yo.
He's so powerful he can stay in Super Saiyan all the time.
Nice.
Close the door when you leave.
Yeah. I go to my room
Okay.
and just sleep it off until nighttime when I'm gonna go meet Sova.
All right. Nighttime arrives, unless somebody wants to do something else.
No.
And the
Oh, my way out of his room, I'm gonna like lean over the railing on the top floor, looking down at Siku. He's nuts. And then go to my room.
there are still quite a few uninitiated staying in the house. So him opening the door and light coming out.
Can be explained away.
Okay. Night shows up, or the sun starts going down, and curfew takes effect.
Okay. I will go out to meet Sova.
Make stealth roll.
Make stealth roll. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
The nice thing is, like, the heat would back up the story that, well, sometimes he just likes big fire, roaring fires. And I did this during the day,
Yeah.
so it's still fairly bright.
Yeah.
So there's method to my madness.
You could explain it away.
5.
All right. Yeah, you head out. Go over to the building. There's a couple times you have to evade a patrol, but yeah, they're carrying torches.
Mm-hmm.
They're blind. And you get to a spot. You don't hear anything or even see anything, but you suddenly sense that Sova's right next to you, and kind of like comes in and has to like fold his wings in tightly to get inside of the alleyway.
I give him a smile, pat him down, say thanks, and then express what I want him to do. I want him to keep quiet, whatever, but patrol the skies and look out for some kind of bird with some kind of thunder of power.
And the dragon.
And a dragon, if he sees anything. Let me know.
Should I strike them?
Inform me first, keep them in sight, and then we'll most likely have to.
We hunt together.
We will hunt together.
And Sova kind of like waddles out of the alleyway. Looks. Rotates its head upside down. Looks. Backs up in the alley a bit. And then you hear like 3 guards come walking by talking about the latest model of racing cart. Yeah, go off. And Sova goes back out there and with only the sound of takeoff, kind of takes off and
Awesome. Loving this bird. Okay. Then I guess I will go back to the house. There's nobody really going to be able to talk to me tonight about in the lower district.
Okay.
So,
We could walk it.
walk it.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
As soon as you get back, I'm like dressed and ready to go.
Okay.
If there's trouble in the lower district,
Mm-hmm.
we walk the beat. We'll find it. We've got this that says we're allowed to be out.
All right, let's go.
You want to go hunting?
Sure.
Let's go.
Just don't do any talking. Just stand there and be intimidating.
We will need to question at least one of them.
Mm-hmm. Kind of figured.
I'll do it.
He did mention that the
Do you have
presence-
you don't have scent?
I don't.
Okay.
That's the one I don't have, and yeah, it has annoyed me multiple times that I don't have it because I'm like,
Yeah.
that would be better to have.
You guys all head out the door. When you do, you catch a glance. Who goes out the door first, I guess?
Probably me.
Yeah, probably him.
You catch a glance of somebody in like the window across from you guys, and then the curtain closes back up.
Put a pin in that.
Okay.
What?
None.
I don't like being spied on.
And then go ahead and make your stealth rolls.
Dexterity.
Depends on how you're stealthing. But yeah, pretty much because you can't. There's no crowd to hide in, so it's dexterity.
Well, dexterity or wits maybe.
Yeah, if you're gonna try to
Stick to the shadows.
evade the
Yeah.
guards, yeah, sticking to the shadows is dexterity. If you're gonna try to like figure out what the movement patterns are and just
Yeah,
keep
I would like to
avoiding.
avoid the guards if at all possible. I mean, it's the same dice pool for me.
Okay. If you want to do
Either
wits,
way.
that's fine. You don't have any stealth.
I am not a stealthy guy.
I have 7.
Tim?
6.
All right. Yeah, you guys hide very well, and are able to jump into a hiding spot when oh yeah, let's go this way, and you come around a corner just as a group of guards come up, and those guys vanish, and you're like, crap. Wait, hey, what are you doing out after curfew?
Much the same as you, sirs. I'm dressed in the lieutenant's uniform.
No.
Sorry, I meant to mention that. I have my chain shirt on underneath.
Lieutenant, sir, what are you doing out here?
Stretching my legs. I've been asked by Constantine to look into something, as it were.
Well, surely you know that we are supposed to go about in groups. It's not safe to be alone at night.
I'm not. They're nearby. I lean in close to them, and you're familiar with the term bait,
And they're like,
right?
they just walk on past.
Oh man.
Never mind, I don't want to be anywhere near you. One of the guards, like the one of the guys in the back, is like, just give a whistle if you need any help.
I'm basically listening in on every conversation in every hovel that we pass.
It's not been that long since it went dark, but yeah, most of the places you go past are not. You don't hear any conversations, other than there is a what do you call it?
Some parents.
When you're traveling and you don't really pay to stay in the place. It's
A
Loitering?
hostel.
a hostel. There's a hostel that you come by and you can hear drinking and singing coming from inside. Because they don't have to worry about having to go back out on the streets to get somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
And you might hear parents tucking their kids in, telling a little story.
No, those are long since finished at this point. I mean, not long since, but those are already finished by now. I mean, in an age when there's no electricity, people tend to go to bed when the sun goes down.
Mm-hmm.
And in a city under curfew, that becomes even more so. Now, they may not fall asleep right away, but they're certainly...
Typically back then with that kind of thing, you'd go to sleep right when, or very shortly after the sun went down, wake up for a couple hours in the middle of the night, have some family time, or if there's no curfew, visit the neighbors, and then sleep again for a few hours before sunrise.
Why? Why would you get up and do that?
Especially
That was just the way it was. Because you were basically asleep for or
because the
inside
winter
for
time,
half the day because
more than half in this
sundown
case.
to sunrise.
Mm.
So you'd wake up in the middle and spend some family time, and then so you weren't sleeping too much.
Okay.
I'm going to mess up the jacket. Take out my flask.
And then spit it all over yourself.
I'm not gonna go that far. Give it a gargle. Swallow it. Put the flask. Keep it in my hand, and stumble into the hostel.
Okay. Give me a manipulation plus performance.
Ooh.
And you can get a stunt for that, so plus 2 dice.
I don't actually have any performance, but oh yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Dice no.
All right.
They do.
You stumble into the hostel. There's quite a few young men, a few young ladies, and they're kind of dancing and singing. They've got an area with all the tables moved aside so they can do some dancing.
Sweet.
And they've got a guy on a fiddle playing the music.
Hey.
A couple people look at
Still
you and
lower
are
to the
like,
table. The fuzz is here.
yeah, you see like some people quite casually like sliding some stuff off the table.
I'll like sit down heavily and wink at one of the girls and look over at the nearest person. And I'm like, can you believe this curfew?
This is the lower district, right?
Yeah, you guys are on the edges of it.
Making sure. Because it's like, oh, you went to a hostel just randomly.
Yeah, the hostels are something that would be in the lower district.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be in the merchant or the upper districts or anything.
Can you believe this? They got me walking.
All night.
I'd normally be partying like you guys. With my own people, of course. But, you know, I got a job to do. Hey, have any of you guys seen anything?
Give me a manipulation plus socialize.
This I have a dice pool for.
Roll.
5.
One of the guys like, Oh man, can't believe it. And somebody actually hands you a mug of something.
Ah,
Like, take a load off. Plenty of room. Yeah, I don't mind at all. And then, no, I haven't seen anything. I mean, if you like that, why would you go outside and look for something?
that's true.
There's
I got the short straw though. I've heard rumors about stuff happening out this way. That's why I was like, I can't do this detail sober. Can I take a drink out of the one offered me?
Yeah, you see like a couple of kind of smiles were starting once you got, oh yeah, just when you, okay, then they're like, um, and then you kind of get some looks like you're catching, because you got a good judge intentions roll. You get in a couple people that are like, oh, great. That's what we're protected by. And at least one person, like, you see the cogs going, and then they're like, nervous, uh-oh, and head out the door. Like one or two people do.
Ah. Like they're gonna take advantage of the
No.
cat being away, or
No, this was a more like, oh crap, I forgot to do my homework kind of look. Or,
ah,
uh-oh, somebody might be in trouble now. If this is what's protecting us.
okay.
If their family, you get the feeling that the person that snuck out was um, actually a family man kind of person. That was, oh yeah, I'm gonna screw you guys, or screw staying at home. I'm gonna go out and party with the young guys.
Mm.
He was a little
And
bit older.
evidence that the security might not be what he thinks it is. It's
Yeah.
like maybe I should go home.
Yep.
Okay. I'm also trying to listen for whispered conversations of, like, as I'm mentioning these things, because I know I'm probably not getting anyone talking to me,
Right.
but my loudness might cause other conversations to pop up, and I'm trying to focus in on those.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a reception awareness.
Does that guy leave out?
No, he actually goes out the other side of the building.
We're watching from like the shadows through the windows.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when he left the building, we would have just known he went to the other part of it.
Yeah. And basically, we're watching him, and if he signals us to hey, follow that guy, we would follow that guy.
Well, if I had seen him
2,
leave, I'd
3,
have followed
4,
him.
5.
Pass the pipe.
No, last time you didn't give it back right away.
Yeah. The conversations are basically along the lines of what this guy was thinking, which is, oh great, that's what's protecting us. Of course we get the shaft. We got people dying here just as much as anywhere else in the city, and no one's doing anything about it because we're the poor ones.
Okay.
And there's also like people are disappearing off the streets, and then they show back up, and the next thing you know, they're dead.
All right.
And then there's at least one person that's saying, we got to look out for ourselves. It's time to organize. It's time to get together. Rise up against the man.
Neighborhood
these
watch.
are kids.
Yeah. The rabble rouser in the room. Okay. I won't finish the drink.
Okay.
I will leave it on the table, cap my flask, and get up and leave. I don't even attempt to maintain the pretense of being drunk when I leave.
You do feel, stares at the back of your head as you leave.
Yeah.
And then like,
I just want them to realize, oh, that was a ruse.
and like
Shit.
the music kind of like slows down.
And as soon as I'm out of the door, I'm straightening back up.
All right.
Okay. Yes. It's going down here too. It sounds like it might be a little more organized
Mm-hmm.
and probably has been going on longer than they've been being ignored about. So I think we're in the right spot.
Yeah.
Tim, do you have your mask on?
It's easier
Give
to see in
me
the
a
dark guards with
perception
brightness.
plus occult roll.
I get the +2 from the mask.
Yep. You don't have an excellency in it.
Let's see. How am I going to stunt this? I do a backflip.
Gives him, like a 360 view.
Okay, basically, he's telling me this is the place. It's probably going down tonight. Okay. Okay. Those are people. Snuff them out. Looking. There's got to be something here. I'm looking for it. Stunt. How do you stunt a perception roll? I look harder.
Nope.
When you can stunt a perception roll, you will be an exalted master.
Like this, and I take a toke on the pipe.
1.
Yeah, you can see through the buildings here,
Mm-hmm.
and see people inside, and the population density is actually fairly high in this area.
Can I make multiple rolls?
I feel a little bit like Edward Elric.
Maybe later, but other than that, like, yeah,
Like
you
he
just
lives
see
in a
lots of
place
people,
he's
and
like a little kid.
it's kind of hard
He
to
plays the
differentiate
music.
them between
He fucking
one
does
another.
shit and walks out.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys continue to be unseen,
Yeah.
and I will continue to be.
I'll get up on the roofs and start getting a bird's eye, a better view.
Okay.
Try to see farther.
And I'm going to activate my spirit detecting glance just in case, because then if something's not materialized, I'll still be able to see it.
Okay. Both of you guys give me perception, or well, yes, you guys specifically because you're hidden. Give me perception plus awareness rolls. See what you guys can find skulking about.
I'm not too concerned about being surprised. I have merits and charms that prevent.
3. And I double my 9, so I have 4.
Okay. So as you guys
Is that
are,
a permanent thing?
No, it's
No, you have to spend essence for it.
did you spend essence for it?
yeah, it's spent essence.
As you guys are traveling through the city, the lower district, you guys hear something of a like muted commotion coming from one of the back alleys.
I'll move towards it.
There is several figures like wrestling with somebody. There seems to be like 3 guys wrestling with somebody on the ground.
I'll move to break it up.
You move in, and just as you're getting up to them, you see, because it's pretty dark in here, the moon isn't shining on this area, you see a spear leaning up against the wall, and see that the 3 guys are helmeted and in armor and whatnot.
I will back up and watch.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, the three guys quickly subdue whoever it is on the ground. Bring it, like, get him on his stomach, bring his arms behind his back, tie up his arms, tie his legs to his arms, gag him, or rather, he was already gagged when you came up, and then like, and they pick the guy up. One of the guys grabs a couple of spears, and they walk through the alley with
I
him.
Following.
They come up to like the edge of the alley, and they're like looking back and forth.
So two guys
And
are
then-
carrying the guy, and one guy's carrying the spears.
Yeah. And then the two guys, like the guy that's carrying the spears was the one poking his head out. He's looking back and forth. And then he kind of like does this. And then they all back up and wait in the shadows.
I'm going to look in the direction that he was motioning to see if I see any living beings out there. In that
Yes.
direction.
You look over there and you see a wagon. It's got like a covering over the top of it, and it's headed this way. There is two soldiers manning it.
Easy, go get the other guy. I'll follow him.
Are you gonna do that?
Is there anything large and heavy near me other than me?
And me.
I mean,
Oh,
he has a
my
point.
friend.
No. I won't throw him because I'm going to attempt to cause damage.
You could
Chimney
probably,
pipe?
well, I mean, yeah, you could rip a chimney pipe off the ceiling, or that's gonna make a lot of
I
noise.
was thinking more of like
There's probably some trash cans down in the alley.
like a weighted barrel or something.
There
like
might be a rain barrel nearby.
Well, I was thinking more of a barrel with stuff in it because I throw a rain barrel and the water's just gonna go out and then it's just gonna splinter.
Yeah, no, it's residential area, and because it's a low income area, no one leaves anything outside unless they want it to disappear. Yeah, so there's really not much of anything outside unless you like. There's maybe some fences, or like a poor-shaped fence over there that you could rip up or something. Like pull out a couple posts or something. Yeah, strangely enough, there's thigh-high walls everywhere.
Well, no, but I figured
I know.
there might be like some crates or something.
Yeah, again,
Yeah.
because of the area,
No,
that's
fine.
never left out.
How much noise would taking a couple fence posts cause?
Probably not too much, because they're just in the dirt. They might make that sort of wood on stone kind of sound. That Yep.
Okay, I'll grab a couple of those.
One of the guys is like, "Did you hear that? What? Did you hear that squeak? Maybe." And they're starting to like look around now.
Nobody ever looks up.
But they didn't hear the sound from up. They
Yeah, I
actually
know.
heard it from around the corner. And like the guy with the spears like hands two of them back, pulls his like shield over, and like goes out onto the street and starts walking sort of towards the area where you were.
All right. So he's coming down this way, and like I'm over here.
Like their alley's right here, building on either side. A road, wagons coming this way. You were over here on the other side of this building, and he's coming around the house towards you.
I'm gonna lean the fence post against the wall. As soon as he comes around the corner, I'm just gonna gag him. No, you said we needed to question one.
That's true. I do.
Well, my plan was if he was walking in behind and they were trying to go across the street, once the two guys with the body went, I was going to grab him anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just going to gag him.
Okay. Make a. So you already have the stealth. So you're making
A
a
brawl.
grapple. Yeah. So it's Dex plus brawl, and he's unaware.
Plus 4. Plus my specialty. I'm going to use a mode of essence to give me. Well, it's not in battle, but it gives me +1 success on a grapple, and if I grapple, I get +3 initiative.
Okay.
This right here is part of the reason why they worship him. The monster in the night.
Yep.
6.
Okay. So you will have him grappled for 6 turns. You have your first turn right now before he gets a chance to yell. What do you want to do with it?
Well, I completely got him gagged. That's how I was grappling
So
him.
that's what your intention. So you have him by the head,
Yes.
only the head.
Yes, I have my hands around his head. So for my first turn, I will use a foot to grab the spear and rip it out of his hand so he can't stab me with the spear.
So
Because I have prehensile feet.
a disarm attempt. All right.
Yes.
So that will be a contested
Strength check.
strength plus.
I almost expect you to squeeze his head to pieces.
Yeah, strength plus brawl.
Giant amount of rides.
No.
Or a grog.
Now, does this count as, is this still a grappling?
Yeah, this is a
So
grapple,
my
so it's-
my grapple specialty?
Yeah.
And since it's his strength, is mine...
It's not a mighty feat.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, that'll do. Ew, try to break out. Wow, that's actually
wow.
pretty good.
Is that opposed? Or
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
Strength brawl.
Strength ball again?
Yep.
And I get my grapple specialty still?
Yep.
Four.
That's exactly what he got, so no change. Richard. Your options are do damage by basically body slamming him, losing your grapple, but you do extra damage based on the number of rounds that you lose from this. You can drag him up to half your speed, and something else I'm forgetting.
If he can drag him up to half his speed, does that mean he can use like monkey leap to jump to the top of the building with him?
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
think that would get around that half speed kind of thing.
I will do that then.
That's kind of terrifying.
I'm just like... After ripping his spear out of his hands with my foot.
Well, with seeming nothing, because from his perspective, because all he sees is the finger and maybe a thumb. He's got this like here. So something has both sides of his head.
Ripped a spear.
Something ripped something out of his hand. And now he's flying through the air.
His neck probably dislocates a little bit on the way up.
Well, I'm sure he's like grabbing, you know.
Yeah, he's
Now
that
that-
was his attempt
yeah.
to break away. Is he's grabbing at your arm, your tree trunks, and trying to rip them apart.
And then when I get there, me go, shh.
Punch, 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 kick, kick, kick.
Squeeze a little harder.
This is going to be against your defense.
This would be 4.
You only got 2.
Maybe
So,
do
yeah.
some bashing.
It's
Damage.
ineffective.
Yeah. I'll just do bashing damage. I'm trying to subdue him, not.
You could still have the front of his face and his jaw, and then wrap your arm around his chest and start flexing, squeezing the air out of him.
You could totally
So
do
what
the
do
overload.
what damage do I do?
Or
It'll be
Or
bashing
move your
damage
hand
with brawl.
down.
So you're basically just you do
Yeah, but
a
I don't know how much.
just a second. Let's make sure we do this right.
Because if it's just my unarmed damage, I've got 5 strength and I've got +7 for unarmed.
I think that's probably an attack. This would be a
First one's conflict.
regular, so
I was just gonna throw the fence post through the tire spokes in the wagon.
Gambits.
I figure if you heard that, you'd come to us, and that'd be a way to get you over.
in future we have to agree on some sort of an animal call or something.
Savage, choking, wrenching limbs, stretching joints, bashing him in the nearby scenery. Can be withering or decisive to the grappled opponent without chance of failure or opportunity for defense. If you choose to inflict withering damage, okay. Decisive attack, no attack rolls necessary, just roll initiative, apply damage, and reset to base as usual. Do a quick join battle roll. And
Does he have his +3 from the one thing then?
he gets the plus from a successful grapple.
4, 7. So I have an 8.
Okay, so roll 8 dice.
Well, is it not strength plus
No.
strength?
No, decisive is always just your initiative. And this guy probably crashed at this point because he failed to hit you and failed to get out of the grapple, which are both -2. Well, he's not crashed yet. He's at -2.
I don't. 10s are only 1 for
Yeah.
this, so 5.
He's at a -4.
I'm just trying to make him pass out. I'm not trying to kill him.
He's not incapacitated yet, but his fighting back is getting pretty weak.
And I will whisper, if you continue to fight back, I will rip off your arm.
Make an intimidate check. You can get a +3. So this is going to be charisma plus presence. Guess.
But I get the +3 for my hideous.
Actually,
You can't see.
he can't see you. Just add your strength. You get a bonus equal to your strength.
Even better.
Charisma plus strength.
3.
Charisma plus strength is only one.
And that's probably
I
good
have a
enough.
5 strength and a 1 charisma.
All right.
That's probably good enough. He's like kind of
Considering what he's
wilts.
just been through, you know.
He kind of wilts.
And I've got the one-hander still.
Yeah.
I'm just like, shh.
Like he starts crying more.
Oh,
I'm watching this from a distance, like, what's he doing?
Why?
And then I look back at the guards and watch them.
The cart pulls up, and the two guys are like, "Rico, let's get in the cart." And they drag the guy around to the back of the cart, toss him up inside, and then they start coming around the building, looking for the other guy.
I'm going to.
What did you do with his spear?
I just threw it.
Oh, okay.
so we're in the alley, yeah.
They find it. And then they start. And they're like backing up, like spear held out towards the cart.
Okay. While they went down that way, I'm going to drop down from the roof and sneak behind the cart and get underneath it.
Okay.
And
We're gonna Scooby Doo this shit.
Your stealth is high enough. I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. Yeah.
I'm now on the cart.
You get under the cart just in time for two guys to come like backing up at a combat speed, and they're like, "Get out of here! Go! Where's so and so? No, let's just go."
Why are they whispering?
Because obviously I'm still somewhere.
No, but they've been whispering. Like, the problem I'm not there, of course. I don't know about this. The
No,
problem I am
kids,
having
They don't
is
want
this
any...
either proves you right, or
I'm totally okay with it proving me right.
yeah,
The
or
cart-
they're dressed as guards like I'm dressed as a lieutenant.
and the cart starts moving off.
With me on.
Yep. Yeah.
As the cart leaves, I'm gonna in my brain I'm like, he's following it. He said he was gonna follow it.
Right.
So just muffled and carrying, I leaping to avoid, being seen back to the house with this guy.
Back to me.
No, back to the house.
Why do you make this so complicated?
I'm not gonna walk around town with this guy. I'm getting him back to the house. I'm gonna have the people tie him and gag him, and then I'm gonna come back and find you.
Well, you know where I am.
Yes, but you're in the middle of town, and you've already run into guards because you suck at stealth.
No, what you do is you jump to a building near him and signal him quietly.
No, I didn't think of that. I thought, let's take him to the house, tie him up, and then go back.
Not back to the house.
That's a bad idea because there's
It's
even more
okay.
people
Well,
there.
neither of you are there to correct me, and that was my...
Except the point of this is for us all to be in the lower district to
And you know
get
this.
the monster.
So you come back and find like his coat laying in the street bloody.
Yeah.
Oh, right. One boot. That's all that was left.
I did not know something was going to go down here. You guys never told me things were
He
going down.
just said that something was going to go down
No.
when he came out of
All
there.
he did was...
When he
All
came
I
out,
was told was we were going to go hunting. I did not know that the monster was coming. I did not know that he had the essence thing because it had worn down to where he just had it committed.
he said when he came out of the hostel, he said something's going down tonight. And you were
He said he
standing right
thought
next to
there
him.
was something going. He was,
And we're going
he was
down a
making
hunt,
an
so-
assumption.
All right.
Goodbye, Dan.
So Dan, you're wandering along, safe in the knowledge that your friends are
Nearby,
Nearby.
watching me.
Why are you leaving him?
And
Because I'm following.
you actually see the cart traveling by.
We don't need to follow
There's
this guy.
there's
If
like
he can tell us where to
two
be.
guys on the cart,
Do I see this?
and there's two guys like spears out like at the ready, walking along. Yes, you see him. As the guard, like a couple of the guards turn to him, you're like, "What's that? Oh, hello."
You also don't know that I'm took off.
Yeah, no, I don't know that you took off.
And they seem really jumpy.
Okay.
He has his special eyesight thing going on.
I do.
So I make a move, a slight, gentle move, so he can kind of see it. Because he has the special eyesight thing going on.
So make a
Well,
perception.
and I also have the. Yeah, I have a +2 bonus versus sleight of hand.
Well, if he was trying to, I guess making a gesture could be considered sleight of hand.
Well, he's trying to do it noticeable only to one
Surreptitiously.
person.
Yeah. Sure. And it's only a -1 because of your vision bonuses.
All will be failures.
Two, 3. Yeah. Yeah, you see like a hand drop below, like a silhouette of a hand drop below the cart. And what kind of gesture are you making? Just a wave? Or just
Yeah, yeah, sort of, kind of a.
I'll walk up towards them.
Um, they like, one of the guys nods to you and like moves to intercept, and the cart keeps moving. Uh, Lieutenant.
How's the hall? This whole time? Like, I interpret their nervousness as being they're not supposed to be out.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I don't know about anything else. Just their nervousness, like that, how they're acting is they're not supposed to be out. So I'm watching, and I'm like, how's your hall?
Well, sir, we're making our way back to the palace right now. This is a special operation. We're under. Just a second. Nope, wrong page.
Sounds like he's gonna play out.
We're under orders of Clausius himself.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Are you fetching individual people then?
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk about the nature of our operation.
I was so right.
That's all I'm thinking about now.
What? It was actually right.
It's the last time I ever doubt that big lug.
This is kind of like how Sarge from Red versus Blue figured out that the agents had come in and taken out the rest of his team. From a single phone call with nothing to prove it.
No evidence, no warning. No
I had
nothing.
all the evidence I needed. Just because you guys couldn't
Exactly.
see it. Obviously, you're just not as adept at minute details as I am.
Block.
I'm looking for my detail. Have you seen them? You know I can hear you whisper.
Uh-huh.
So you can now give me a message.
Like,
Very quiet.
And he is who I'm listening to, not them.
they're like, no, sir, I haven't seen anyone else out here.
Captain Man, Secret Guard 1. Go home.
Sir, it's not safe to be out alone.
Yeah.
You should probably look for your men.
Yeah, obviously.
And then he like kind of starts backing up. I need to get back with mine.
Thank you.
And he kind of jogs to catch up.
Well, I mean,
How long does it take me to get to the house being able to jump whole range bands at a time?
Not long,
yeah, I gotta go home because
but Tim,
Hmm.
you get a signal from your familiar. Something's flying rapidly close to the ground. It's headed towards your house.
Oh, snap. I want to hang on here, but
It's coming from the south.
Well, there's a good chance that if you drop, they're gonna find you anyway.
yeah,
I mean,
I'm
you
gonna
might be super stealthy, but you're in the middle of the street.
yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for a good time and drop out of here. Good opportunity. I'm going to tell him, keep watch, keep silent.
Okay. It gives you
And-
sort of a curious, sort of feeling.
Like when you used to climb the rope in gym class.
Okay. And it's like, wait. I think I recognize it. Does your big friend jump, or does your big friend fly?
Oh, Ignore it. Ignore it.
All right.
Yeah, basically, I go. I form in my head the image of Siku and send it to him and see. Like question. Does it look like this? Him jumping.
You get an affirmative.
Okay.
You could
There.
send it to come pick me up.
Yeah. Yeah, I do tell him. Send the image of him to him and have him approach in the darkness. Okay.
So sneak up on the one who hates you.
As you're thinking this, cart kind of jerks to a stop. Look over, and a couple guys come out of an alleyway, dragging another person. Put him in the back of the cart.
That
And
moment
then-
you're looking for.
The three of them
You're
take
right
up
now.
position.
Well, I don't need to go. It's Siku. I'm trying to follow where this cart's going.
The three of them take up position.
Oh
and
yeah,
start
you were
moving
worried
along
about
the
if it
cart.
was something.
Yeah, I
attacking
thought it was the
house.
Thunderbird, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh snap!
Dan,
Yeah.
ambush warning.
Shit.
Something's coming out at you from that alley right over there.
All right.
And you don't hear anything coming from it.
Perception awareness. I got +1 from danger sense. Shit.
One.
Well, what I'm using is designed to give me motes of essence to activate other sensory
Oh,
prana.
okay.
And it gives essence on 9s and 10s.
Which it did not. I mean, you have all the other ones active anyway.
Yeah, I have hearing and seeing. But if it gave me enough essence, like free essence, I was gonna activate the doubles 9s one.
Okay.
Shit. Okay, yeah, I gotta quick draw my sword.
Okay. And was that a perception awareness roll that you made?
Yeah.
Okay. So you only got one. Yeah, you swing the sword up, like assume a fighting pose, and the thing that was coming at you like pauses for a second, and then you see two eyes that are about this big, like look at you,
And then a beak comes
and then they rotate,
I put the sword away.
and then you see this face come out at you, and it's
And I will,
so creepy, but
yeah,
you recognize it.
torture. Okay, I will approach it in the alley.
And it's like,
And I just sort of look up at it.
so you wanted it to go to him
And
take him home?
basically.
Okay. It like kind of moves back and like up a little bit. And then just as you're nearing the alley, it kind of does a hop forward. Its wings spread out. It does a flap and grabs you with the claws, talons, and starts flying north.
I bite my lip to keep from screaming, and mentally I'm cursing more or less. And then I'm grabbing on.
It's got a pretty firm grip.
Yeah, I don't care.
So when I get there, I'm gonna take it to Brunhilde,
Yeah.
him, and say, needs to be gagged, tied.
That's a soldier.
He's stealing people. We need to question him. I'm gonna go get Otto, and once they start tying him, I leave and start heading back to the Low District.
They're like, and search around for some rope. Like, looking between you and the other people there, and they're like, start tying them up.
And then I'm just gonna actually, yeah, I'm gonna head back.
Start heading back and start looking for him.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully you have enough
Probably
perception.
not leaping.
Okay. Well, it doesn't take you long. Well, actually, Tim, what's the stealth of your bird? Go ahead and roll it.
Stealth is 6. So do I just roll 6 for it?
I think there's a +2.
Perception awareness.
First
Face
rank.
up
Yeah.
or face down?
Add
Well,
2
probably face
automatic
up, 'cause I got
successes
this one.
when being detected audibly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So roll that.
So,
So it's a -2 to his roll?
it just says 2 automatic successes
Oh.
when being detected audibly.
Okay, so then roll the stealth and then add 2.
Okay, stop.
Plus 2?
+2.
6.
5, 6.
And I got 6.
Oh, no, sorry. I rolled 2 extra dice.
Oh, no.
Okay, sorry.
Roll
my bad.
again without those 2 extra dice.
One.
So 3.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You actually do see it. Yeah, you see him, the bird flying towards the house with him in his talons.
Okay, I'll follow the bird.
It sets down in the
you rolled better. This could have
backyard
been such a great story.
silently, but nonetheless the horses in the stables are like, yeah, and like start backing up. Because he could probably carry off one of these horses if he really wanted to.
No, it says he can carry a horse.
Yep.
Just costs 3 motes.
That's the really wanted to part.
I will attempt to soothe the horses. I assume it like basically as it lands, it sort of not so much lands as puts me down, and then lets go and takes off again.
No, it actually like comes to a landing, like kind of hop, and then like sets you to the side.
Okay.
Looks at you, like its neck comes around to look back at you, and then
We'll make sure he's not dead.
and it like hops the fence a little bit, or rather looks around, hops the fence, and then takes off again. Hey, look at
I
Siku.
love birds.
I was just going to look for you.
I understand you captured one.
Yeah, he's inside. Brunhild has tied him up.
Okay.
You said you wanted us to question one,
Yes.
so I didn't kill him.
Not at our home.
Well, where was I supposed to put him? Did you want me to carry him
An
around
alley.
town all night?
An alley. A roof.
I can put him on our roof.
Too late. Okay.
We might have to kill him after this.
Please. At worst, we have to gouge out his eyes so he can't see where.
He's already seen.
Yeah, but he doesn't know where we end up putting him.
His face was covered until he was set down.
Pretty close to.
I mean, he's probably seen everybody inside by now, but
Sure, he's gonna blame the refugees. Okay.
He doesn't care.
Well, I mean, blaming the refugees, everybody does that. It doesn't make it true.
doesn't stop the refugees from being deported, though.
Or killed.
I don't want to screw myself, but does this count as being hindered by intemperate behavior?
Probably when you walk inside.
Yep.
Once you walk inside, yes.
Okay.
As far as what?
My limit trigger.
So go ahead and you roll. Was it 3 dice? I think it was 3 dice.
What's your limit trigger?
Being hindered or defeated by self-indulgent or intemperate behavior.
If you get
By
enough
those
of it,
around
you
me.
go insane. We've already triggered it 3 times.
It's not indulgent, but
Maybe not thought through the best.
Yeah.
Uh,
well, I guess it's not really
Yeah, I don't
intemperate
know.
either. I guess
Yeah.
no.
like it's not intemperate because it's not like he couldn't restrain
just-
himself.
It's just imprudent.
imprudent, perhaps is the better term. So yeah, maybe not.
Okay. I'm going to activate
Where else are we going to question him in
harmonious
privacy?
presence.
Okay. I'm gonna cut away for a second. Back to Moraz.
Yep.
You're hanging on to the bottom of this cart, and you've got now 5 soldiers running along, 2 up front. The cart stops again.
Another person.
3 more guys come in. They drop 2 people in the cart. All right, let's get back out of here. And you hear very, very lowly. And like look over, and you see, barely see in the edge of the alleyway these guys came from, a beagle.
That stupid dog! Oh!
See you guys next time.
Oh, well done.
Oh man!
Well done.